My name's Charles, and I just finished this really fucking terrible, hastily painted, just absolute trash painting of the Earth. Now, if it's so trash, why am I showing it to you? Well, because my goal with this project is not to paint the Earth, not to depict the Earth, it's to depict mankind's impact on the planet over the ages. To start out with, I figured I'd do something a little drastic. And I think you've already figured out what it might be. Just kidding. Guns will come a little bit later. Don't worry. I'm gonna really fuck this painting up. But for now, I want to start off at a time before there was guns, you know? When modern humans first arrived on the planet. So, better way to show that than show my own human self impacting the Earth. Fuck! Ow! Give me your attention, baby. Ow! Well, it's a little less human than I was hoping for, but it's alright, that can be remedied. There you go. Perfect. Perfect human. Well, there's step one done. The arrival of modern humans. And yes, I know modern humans didn't just arrive out of nowhere and impact the planet. We evolved slowly over the course of millions of years from juggalos. But this series isn't really going to be very historically accurate. So after we arrived, what's our next step? What things did we do that somehow impacted our environment one way or the other? Well, we gathered plant materials to make clothing. We fashioned tools and weapons from flint. Now, I couldn't actually find any flint, so I'm just gonna use a rock. And we set off into the great unknown, looking for food. Out into the woods I go, searching for berries, hunting for animals. I even researched a reconstruction of an ancient savage language so that I could truly live like my ancestors. Leon Jamala Atolani and O Cerulinen. Soita President Dixie, Perse Lian Lihava. San, one more.
Through the door. Cut the table. Let me through. Sit it down, yeah. Sit it down. Nick, you read it.
Where's the logic? Where is the argument, please? Can't you pick the
You are accused
of wasting food. You have wasted blueberries, blackberries, and even roast beef.
Would you like to read the list yourself? You are accused of
Wasting food.
and anti-Soviet behavior. The court finds you guilty and sentenced you to be shot.
Wait. I promise you, that meat and those berries, they were either bad or I think they were starting to go bad. You can't really smell through that camera, I assume, but that meat did not have a very good smell to it. But if it was good and I was to actually, want to eat it instead of fucking making this shit, I'd have to make a fire because they didn't have pre-cooked roast beef in the caveman days. You'd actually have to put a bunch of sticks together and fucking burn it. Fire was pretty important back then. You needed it to, cook things, see at night, stay warm when it was cold. It was fucking cold all the time because it was an ice age. So, being able to make a fire was pretty lit. So, let's go make one. You know what else was pretty lit back then? Planting your food. People eventually realized that sitting tight and growing food had a lot of benefits, and farming slowly began to take over in certain parts of the world. That's why I've planted this little cucumber plant here to symbolize the end of man's earliest days. Of course, farming didn't actually end the Stone Age, it just kind of began the Neolithic, but I'm not really going to base these episodes on any kind of scientific divisions. I'm mostly just going to cram as much cool or destructive shit into every episode as I can. And yes, there are going to be more episodes, hopefully. I'm coming up with some cool ideas for the second one right now. If anybody happens to have access to a chariot, 80 tons of limestone, or can do this, please let me know. Otherwise, fuck you and have a nice day.